Hi, this is Paul Sackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Coach Kelly Flynn. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Okay, good. We're going to talk about celebrating 25 years and counting Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Team in Training Goes the Distance and Beyond for Blood Cancer Patients, okay? The website's called teamintraining.org, and Coach Kelly Flynn is a coach with Team in Training. Tell us a little bit about what the organization is doing, and there's a lot of good news here, so thank you for doing what you're up to.
Thanks. Well, Team in Training is the fundraising campaign for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and what we do is we train participants all throughout the country to do endurance events such as half marathons, triathlons, and bike rides. In exchange for giving them that training, the participants raise money that goes to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's mission to find cures for blood cancers.
Okay, a great concept, and I believe we have lots of results over the many years. So it's the 25th anniversary, is that right?
It is, yes.
Okay.
It started back in 1988.
All righty, great. And the idea to do this kind of a participation, I think, is sort of like twofold, right? I mean, everybody that works out, that gets trained, is also becoming healthy, whether they have the concern or not, right?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of them have either a connection or a loved one that is going through treatment or has gone through cancer treatment, and so this is just a great way for them to support those people, but then also getting themselves in shape and doing something that they probably never thought they could do before.
It says the George Amoros, Executive Vice President, Chief Campaign and Field Development Officer. Team in Training has played a tremendous role in the success of LLS and helping us fund leading scientists and researchers discover novel breakthrough blood cancer treatments and cures. That's good news, right?
It's great news. Yeah, over those 25 years, Team in Training we've actually trained over 570,000 people to do endurance events, and together those people have raised about $875 million that's gone directly to research.
Yay, we like that.
Yes,
so
it's
let me
good.
Ask you, that's good news. So tell me, as a coach now, how do you train somebody? How do people, you train them? I mean, you talked about, different levels here. I mean, you've gone on the triathlons, and you probably have people running around the entire world. But tell me, how should somebody train, or how do you move forwards in that? If somebody, how would you help me do that?
So basically what we do is, once you decide what event you want to do, we have got coaches all throughout the country. And whatever event you've signed up for, we give you, a written training program that kind of gives you a guide, step-by-step guide, what you should be doing every day over the course of 4 to 5 months of training. And then the great thing about the coaches is that we're available to answer questions, and we meet with our groups on a weekly basis to either go on group training runs or swims together if you're training for a triathlon. So we are there as a resource to give someone with all the tips and tools that they need to really understand how to train properly. And that goes from what type of clothing you should be wearing and how you should be stretching and even what you should be eating and drinking to really get you tip-top shape. So it's a great program for people who have never done anything like this before and just don't even know where to start, because we start you from day one and are there side by side over the course of 4 to 5 months to get you ready.
That makes a heck of a lot of sense. And in my interviewing people over the years, there's a famous gentleman, his name is Jack Lalanne. And Jack said when he sold his health facilities, he said that he didn't feel that hardly anybody could really train unless they had a trainer, that they had somebody else, all right, somebody to do it with them. And in your case, what you're speaking about is actually literally, I mean, somebody could get hurt. Just say, I'm going to go do a marathon. You can't just go do a marathon. You have to really prepare for it. Isn't that so?
You have to prepare for it. It's not something you wake up one morning and go do. And you have to slowly prepare for it. It takes a couple months to really get yourself ready for an endurance event. These aren't just little 5Ks. So not only is your trainer there side by side, but the great thing about Team in Training is it's a team. So it's a team of people at all different abilities, so you always have someone side by side, running with you, keeping you motivated, which is part of the problem, is staying motivated and staying engaged. So not only do you have the coaching and the resources, but then you actually have, teammates to really help you through.
Breathing is so important in running, I think sometimes overlooked. How does that fit into as you help somebody train?
It is really overlooked. Sometimes you forget to breathe and you forget to take a moment. So, for me, what I try and tell people when they start training and when they start doing something like this is it's the most important thing, and that the entire time while they're working out, they should be able to talk. They should be able to ask the person next to them how you're doing or have a great day. So if you can't, you're not breathing, and you just need to slow yourself down and go back to the breath. So it takes, like anything, it takes practice. Even though we breathe naturally and normally every day, when you start working out, you got to remember it, and you really got to take that time to think about it and train yourself to breathe while training.
I agree. It's the heart of yoga as well.
Yes.
And let me ask you another couple of quick questions here. I know you have a lot of people to talk to because this is good news. What do people eat before they run? Or do they eat? Are you supposed to eat, or what do you do?
Yeah, you definitely need to eat. I mean, your body needs fuel to run. So a lot of people make the mistake of not eating. They don't like. You hear complaints about people. There's stuff sloshing around in my stomach. Well, your body needs that fuel, especially on those longer runs. So, build in the time to get up and have a good breakfast, or if you're eating a late lunch before you go for a run, and then give yourself time to digest. You really want to look at some good carbs in there to give you that energy, and a little bit of protein. So we always tell people, a bagel with peanut butter and a banana is a great breakfast. Oatmeal with some fruit, things that are going to get slow-burning carbohydrates that are going to stay with you and give you that energy throughout your workout. And then if you're going to be out there a while, you have to remember that you're going to eat during your workout if you're going to be out for more than an hour or so. So you got to carry some snacks with you.
Last question, hydration. How about like when you're out there? I see many people now with the water bottles. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, you do definitely need to stay hydrated, especially during these hot summer months. But you want to make sure you're taking in fluids about every 20 minutes. You don't need a lot. A couple ounces of water or a sports drink to help you stay balanced. It's all about consistency. So if you're going out and you're not someplace where there's water available, having a water bottle on your hand or throwing on a fuel belt just to carry things with you is just great practice.
Okay, last question, Coach. I can see you're a good coach. You sound patient also. A key.
Yes.
What's good news for you?
So team and training, like I said, we're a national organization. We've got training locations all throughout the country, and we've got some amazing events coming up with our 25th anniversary year. So we have the Nike Women's Marathon in San Francisco this fall that we're training folks for, and if you're interested in triathlons, we have the Nations Tri, which is down in D.C., and that's coming up in September. So if you've ever really thought about doing an event and didn't think you knew how and want to do something great, join Team in Training and come out and train with us and raise money for a great organization.
Yeah, it's a win-win-win-win-win. Lots of wins
Yes.
here. Coach, thanks so much for sharing good news with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.